Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It's great to see you guys again. In this tutorial with Illustrator and window menu, we're going to learn the options, which is this SVG Interactivity, Swatches, Samples, and we're going to learn up to Transform. So let's start from the first option, SVG Interactivity. So this panel is available with two different tabs. So the first is SVG Interactivity and the second is Variables. So here, as you can see, we have the events, but before I'm going to show you the events, so let me show you the languages which I can add the files here. So I can add the JavaScript, this SVG and HTML file which is associated with document. I can add and remove and clear. When you add the language, so you can set the event for that. You can set the event on click, it's going to run, on focus in, on focus out, on active, on mouse down, on mouse up, on mouse over, on mouse move, on mouse out, on key down, on key press, on key up, on load, on error, on port. So there we have different events available which I can select from to run the language. And if you click here, so you have the delete event, clear, and you have this JavaScript file. So the next step here with this panel is this variables, which I can import this language, this XML or CSV format. But let me tell you one more thing with SVG. When you save your document on SVG, you can see a lot of codes available automatically is going to generate when you save your document. So you can run that kind of codes here. You can add this JavaScript or any other language like this SVG HTML right here, and you can set the event for that if you want to run this. So with variables, there is more options available like this: make object dynamic, make visibility dynamic, new variable, delete variable, variable options, load variable library, save variable library, unpinned variable, this capture dataset, delete dataset, update dataset, rename dataset, previous dataset, next dataset, and we have two more options available like this: select point objects, select all point objects. Now let me close this panel to show you the next option here with the window menu. So the next option here, we have this swatches. If you uncheck, so you cannot see the color swatches. If I want to see the color swatches, so simple, I'm going to click on swatches so I can see all the swatches. So this is going to be all the default color swatches available here. I can change the view from this show thumbnail view. I can change that to show list view. So there I can change the fill to a stroke, and also I can change this stroke to fill. I can just switch from the swatches panel. So here we have different groups of swatches available. So we have this grays, we have this bright. If I want to create my own group of swatches, so simple, I'm going to click at this new folder group. So now I can set the name. So now if I want to add color to this, so simple, I'm going to just drag and drop. So now we have this color group 2. Now as you can see, I can add a new swatches, I can add a new group, and also show color, a swatch kind of menus show. So here we have this show all swatches. You can show color swatches, you can show gradient swatches, you can show pattern swatches, and also you can only show color groups. If you want to see only show color group, show all swatches is going to show all the swatches. So here we have different libraries available that you can, and also you can delete that if you select this color group. So there we have this edit color group, and also you can show this again, you can click at here to show, but if you select here, you can add selected swatches and color group to my current library as well. So there we have different libraries available. If you click on the libraries, so I can select from the libraries like this color books. If you click on this color books, so this is going to open this library panel which I can choose from. I can just go next to see the next library. So there we have different libraries available. From this library, I can just click to select this nature or this metal or this neutral, this patterns, scientific, and we have more libraries available like this gradient. If you click, so you can find this price if you want to click at the gradient price, and there we have this neutrals. If you click at that, so there we have different libraries of swatches available. So from here I can add a new swatches, I can sort, and there I can say select the thumbnail view as well. I'm going to close this library and let me show you more options which is available here, which I can click and create a new swatch. I can create a new color group, so there I can duplicate the swatches. If you select any swatches and want to duplicate that, so you can duplicate, and you can merge swatches, you can delete, you can ungroup color group if you want to ungroup the color group. If you select that and here you want to ungroup the color group, simple, you can do that. So we have select all unused, we have add used colors. So we have different sort by name, sort by kind, and we have this different view which I can change, and from here I can click on swatch options as well. If you click on swatch options, so with swatch option there is color type, this process color, you can change that to spot color, and you can change and check this global as well. You can change the color mode as well. So here we have a spot colors. If you put your cursor on the spot color options, you can see the description for that, which you can use. The first option is this use lab values specified by the book manufacturer, and you can use the second option, which is this use CMYK values from the manufacturer's process box. When you put your cursor, you can get all the description right down there. So we have this open swatch library. You can save swatch library as and also as the second. When you select any swatches from here and click on swatch options, you can get this type of options, which I can change the swatch name, color type, I can change the global edit for that. So there for color mode we have different options like the grayscale, RGB, HSB, which is hue, saturation and brightness, CMYK, lab, web safe, and which is this with RGB. So I can select that, so I can change the RGB values from here, and also in hex. So the next option here we have symbols. So with symbols you are going to get this kind of symbols, and there is a lot of symbols available that you can just drag and drop right here. So you have to go to the object and you need to click on expand, so you can edit this. Now I can change the color for that, but if you don't apply this expand on that, so here we have the edit symbols, which I can click and you can edit the symbol. And also there is this break link and you can click on reset, and there we have this instance name and instance of process rectangle. So with symbols you can add a new one, you can delete, and there I can see the symbol options. If you click on the symbol options, I can change the name, I can export type to movie clip or graphic. So there I can change the symbol type to dynamic symbol or static. I can check this enable guide for 9 slice scaling. I can bring link to symbol, I can just place symbol instance, and there we have different libraries like this logo elements. So we have different libraries available with these symbols. As I can go to next library if you want to use from this library. So there's different libraries available. If I want, I'm going to use this star or this airplane, and there is more shapes available like this shield type of, and there we have more shapes available which I can use from sample. Now that you add it here, just drag and drop it from this sample, but you have to go to the object and click on expand if you want to edit that. If you click on reset, so it's going to be resetted. So here, this is how you can use this samples panel you can add, and there is a lot of different elements available inside this panel which you can use for different purpose in your design project. So with that, there is more library like this flower, passion and celebration, this artistic textures, 3D samples, a lot of things, a lot of different elements available that you can use from the sample panel, from the library. And the next option here, we have this transform for samples. Let me do not forget that you can use the shortcut which is this shift plus control plus F11. So the next option here, we have this transform. If you click on the transform, as you can see, nothing is going to show you, but if I'm going to select an object, so I can see that in X, in Y, and there I can set the weight and height, I can change the share, and also I can change the rotation. But let me delete that. This is a sample that we used to move it with the transform tool. So with transform tool, if you're going to select this rectangle shape, so you're going to get all this X, Y, width, height, you can change the rotate and share. So with that, there is this rectangle properties which I can use to scale this, and also I can change the rotation for this rectangle, and also I can change the corner radius. And two more options available, which is this scale corners and a scale stroke as effect. When you scale, so you can scale the corners, and also you can scale the stroke and effects. So you can get the options if you click here, and you are going to get first option, which is this height options. You can show on shape creation, you can flip horizontally, you can flip vertically, you can check this scale, stroke and effect. You can transform object only, you can transform pattern only if there is a pattern available with this object. You can check this option which you can transform the object and pattern. So the last option here is here we have this use registration point for sample. And if I'm going to make this ellipse, so with ellipse there is more options available, like this one. I can make this ellipse, and also I can transform it with this option, invert pi. This is only this invert available, which I can invert, and also there I can set this option, which is this pi end angle, and also this pi start angle, which I can change. Let me add this star tool. So with a star tool, you're only going to get these options with transform panel. But if I'm going to draw this polygon, as you can see with the polygon properties, there is more options available, like I can add the slide side count, and I can add this polygon angle. So there we have this corner radius, and also I can change the polygon radius, and also I can change the polygon side length. So for this also, this scale corners and scale stroke effect is available. So this is how we can use these options with window menu. So hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial and learned how to use these options with Illustrator and window menu. And if you have any question or doubt, please let me know in the comment box of this video. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and also subscribe to the channel. So see you guys in the next video.